So here's a question for you. When do we confront and when do we overlook? When do we know which is the right choice? Is it avoiding conflict if we don't confront? During your leadership tenure, you're going to hear criticism, and you may be the recipient of some unkind comments. Friend, not every criticism needs to be addressed or needs to have a rebuttal. Ken Sand, in his most important book on this topic, The Peacemaker, A Biblical Guide to Resolving Personal Conflict, states that overlooking offenses is appropriate under two conditions. First, the offense should not have created a wall between you and the other person or caused you to feel different toward her for more than a short period of time. Second, the offense should not be causing serious harm to God's reputation, to others, or to the offender. And that's not a passive-aggressive choice where you decide to stay silent and brood or ruminate over the offense and only use it later against them. That type of overlooking is avoidance, and it can lead to bitterness. Sand says that overlooking is an active process that is inspired by God's mercy through the gospel. To truly overlook an offense means to deliberately decide not to talk about it, not to dwell on it, and not to let it grow into pent-up bitterness. If you cannot let go of an offense in that way, if it's too serious to overlook, or if it continues as a part of a pattern in the other person's life, then you need to go and talk to the other person about it in a loving and constructive manner. There's some scriptures that speak to this of overlooking an offense that I think are worth our looking at. Good sense makes one slow to anger, and it is his glory to overlook an offense. Proverbs 19:11. So let me ask you, what's an example of an offense that may come up in your PWC leadership that you would overlook as opposed to one you would confront? I've given you several scriptures to look at that talks about offense. I'd love for you to take some time as a group to discuss those scriptures and come up with some ideas. When do I overlook an offense? And when do I confront it?